Hey, 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 and welcome to Credit Makes Sense with Netiva, the Frugal CrediTnista, where we make sense of your money, your credit, and everything in between. This is where I answer your most burning questions to help you move forward in your credit money home ownership goals. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are one of my prosperity partners, put hashtag partner in the comments so I can know you're rocking out with me. Make sure to share out so our other partners and people of your community, partners in your own sphere of influence, can know as well. I'll actually do the same. If you're in my Credit on Fire club, put up those fire emojis so I can know you rocking with me. What is with me today? Hope everyone's day is going well. I'm actually sharing out myself to my couple of communities so they can know that we are live. Class is in session. So yeah, invite your peeps in. We want to keep this financial education, financial literacy train rolling. So, like I said, Credit Makes Sense is when we answer your questions that you submit to me, whether you submit them in my Credit Makes Sense, my free Facebook community, Credit Makes Sense Prosperity Partners, whether you submit them via email at social@mnhfinancialservices.com. I left both links in the description. Or I find them while scrolling through your questions after I go live below. So let me look up the ones that we have. And for those of you who don't know me, again, I'm Netiva, the Frugal CrediTnista. I help women and couples create custom credit solutions so they can crush their financial goals. I also run the free Credit Makes Sense Facebook group that you have the link up to there. And I'm also founder of the Epic Credit on Fire Academy, which is an online members club where you 10x your credit, money, home buying, investment goals. So there's courses, there's live Q&A sessions, live lessons. We have guests, I call my wealth partners, but they're experts in the field that they're training on, whether it's in side hustling, investing in real estate, wholesaling, investing in tax liens. So we talk a whole lot about mastering our money, destroying our debts, and soaring our credit scores. There's courses that walk you through step-by-step on how to do that. Then we come together for accountability, community calls, live lessons, Q&A sessions, just to make sure that you know how to apply the steps and the things that you're learning. Just questions along the way. You know, as you're learning and you're DIYing, it's kind of like in school. When you're in school, you kind of need to come together as a group and make sure you're on the right track and to discuss your goals, any concerns, and all of that good stuff. So it's a pretty dope community I'm excited about. And would love to have you a part of if those are some of your goals. So let me pull up our questions for today. And yes, I left the link, make creditonfire.us, creditonfire.us, for you to rock out with us at just $25 a month. And let me bring up our question. The first one comes from, okay, she told me to keep her anonymous. Thank you. I have my assistant in the background. It's like, okay. All right. So she has a collection agency that keeps calling her cell phone even after she told them to stop. Basically, to cease and desist all calls to her cell phone when she spoke to them. What does she need to do in order to get them to stop calling? Does she need to send them a letter stating the same? Absolutely. I've talked to a couple of attorneys, even a judge, to say that the verbal should let them know to use another number. However, our consumer rights are enacted in writing. So you should definitely send that in writing to let them know not to call your cell phone or to call you, period, and to only communicate with you in writing. You can even, like most time they call during the work hours that we're actually at work ourselves. So that can be a disturbance in and of itself. So absolutely send it via mail. I see that you are a part of my Credit Makes Sense community. Inside of the pinned post, I have a credit repair manual, and it has a list of free dispute letter templates, and one of them happens to be the cease and desist letter. So definitely send that out, and that should legally enact your right to only have them communicate how you want them to communicate. And I will also think of about disputing them as well. I'm not sure if you're in my Credit on Fire Academy, but after I take you through the beginning steps, the following month, my Fire Your Collection course comes out. Take that course and go it from like top to bottom. I literally map out step by step by step by step how to tackle it, even to the point where you may want to do a pay to delete or just settle it completely just to get done with it. So just follow it in its path and you should be okay. Again, Credit on Fire Academy is just $25 a month. So it's definitely an affordable way for you to learn exactly what to do. We connect once a month for budgeting, credit building, etc. And then we connect once, maybe twice a month, depending on what group lesson we're going through, for credit building, credit repair questions. So just make sure you stay tapped into the community. Creditonfire.us, creditonfire.us. Otherwise, download the credit repair manual. It's free to those inside of the free credit repair group. Next question is, what should we do when a collection agency continues to change the date on your credit report every 3 to 6 months? My score has dropped every time for the exact same older bill. There's nothing you can do. They can report however they want to, as long as there is an outstanding debt. So you can go through the disputing and validation process and pulling on some of your consumer rights that way. But I don't know if you guys recall, there was a lot of excitement when public records and what else, collection rules change. And we're like, yes. But a lot of people miss out on that point where the rule was, if the collection agency wants to stay on your credit report, then you have to report at least every 6 months. So you're going to find that every 6 months, your older collections are going to start reporting, and every time they do, it's going to drop your report. Why is that? Because FICO scores based on what's reporting, what's actively reporting. So older stuff that then reports as present day, meaning updating that, yes, this is still outstanding, yes, this is still a collection, it's going to trigger itself as, okay, there's this collection that has like not reported in a couple of years. And then it's going to start scoring it as more recent, as a more active. So yeah, watch out for that one. It's not going to mean that it's a brand new collection. It just means that the information is updating that it's still a collection, still outstanding. Now, if the collection has been paid off or settled, there's nothing to report. That doesn't mean I want you to go out and settle. Does not mean I want you to go out and settle. Let me give you the same as access advice. I don't know where I got access. So I'm going to give you the same advice that I gave our other prosperity partners inquiry, which is to educate yourself. You're not in credit makes sense, but I would join. I would download the free credit repair manual and start there. And I don't know how old this collection is. That's not information that you gave me. So, you know, that would depend on if I would advise you to join Credit on Fire and to see how to tackle it. But if you're looking to kind of learn how to improve your overall credit and your overall finances, then absolutely creditonfire.us, creditonfire.us. Like I said, $25 a month. It walks you through from start to finish. Grab your credit reports, how to read your credit reports, how to identify errors, video instructions, live Q&A sessions. So it walks you through all of it, and then you can go through to the collection areas and all of that good stuff inside of the academy. So, but yeah, you're going to see that a lot, because if they don't, they're going to be deleted. And remember, reporting to your credit reports is a form of collection activity. So if they want to do their due diligence in order to get that money, then they want to stay on your credit reports. You'll notice this a lot when you start applying for stuff, like especially when you're looking to buy a home. So when you're looking to buy a home, when you're looking to get a car, when they see you shopping around for anything and your credit is pulled, even an apartment, that's when I'm like, oh yeah, you want this? Let me put this on here. Let me update this to make it more difficult for you so we can get our money. That's what I mean by a form of collection activity. Now, Ms. Cook says, I received a letter from a collection agency with a date of service November 8th, 2013. I called my insurance company, who said they paid their portion back then. The date of service was 10/30/13, not 11/8. The collection agency is now filing a new date of May 2018. My collection agency is now filing as a new debt of May 2018. What date of service should I give them in my validation letter? Okay, so let's break up. I'm assuming that you know that the collection agency's date of service for 11/8/2013 is from a letter that they sent you, which is called a dunning letter. Okay, so you called your insurance, you found out that they paid their portion, which means that there is actually a balance outstanding based off of that. So let's stop there. If you know you owe it, I don't know how old it is, but remember there's a certain point that a collection agency can report. So if this is old, but if they just got it, that means that you can still dispute and validate and all of that good stuff and see if you can work out a payment arrangement before it reports on your credit report. Yeah, you can still do the validation letter thing. Yeah, this is really old. So I will also look at your statute of limitations to see if you have to pay it back as well. But if it's not on your credit report and you're about to make some moves and you don't want it on your credit report, I am a big advocate basically seeing if the debt is legit through disputing validation and all of that good stuff. That's your right as a consumer. But also making sure that nothing affects you from making moves. Nothing affects you from your investing moves, your home ownership moves, or anything you need to make sure your credit is on point in order to go from point A to point B as far as your financial goals. So if you got to settle this bad boy, do it. They also didn't tell me the price. Some of the cheaper ones are usually easier to just not even report, or even if it is on your report, to do pay to deletions. But if you're talking like a higher, like I have clients with like $60,000 on a medical debt, those are a little bit more difficult. That's when you want to start going into applying for financial assistance. Sometimes they call it charity care. That's when you probably want to go to different outside organizations. There was one we found in Illinois for a client, Catholic Charities. I don't know the full name, but it was Catholic Charities, and they actually helped her a ton. So if it's a higher debt, you may want to go that route, especially if it's within your statute of limitations. So there's a lot of that. Now, as far as them filing as a new debt of May of 2018, that just means that was the date that they got assigned. So with a collection agency, the date that they have on your credit report as an open date, or the open date, that's just the date that it was assigned to them. That does not mean that's the date that you received service. So it has nothing to do when you originally received service. It only has to do when they got the debt, when they became in ownership or hired for collection services. That's all that means. But yes, you definitely do a collection validation letter, and you tell them that you're not really sure if you're the right person or if this is the right debt, because the date of service doesn't match what your insurance company has, and they actually paid their portion already. So you just want to confirm that everything, basically you want them to approve it. Okay, I left you dispute letter templates inside of the Credit on Fire for medical collections as well. Not Credit on Fire, Credit Makes Sense. You're in our free community, Credit Makes Sense. So definitely do that manual and take the 5-day credit challenge as well, and it's free to you inside of the Credit Makes Sense group. Remember, Credit on Fire has both a Fire Your Collections, which is for regular collections. This is a medical collections. We also have a Fire Your Medical Collections course as well. So if you want to first take my beginner steps before you do any disputing in month 1, then month 2, start tackling your medical collections, that course is perfect, and it's only available inside of Credit on Fire. Actually, no, let me see. I think my business partner may have put it on our a la carte. Let me check though. Site. No, they did not. So it's only available. It's only available in Credit on Fire. But I mean, like for $25 a month, yes. If I was to put it on the other site, it would be for like $65, $67. So it's a steal. Even if you have to do it for 2 months and membership for 2 months in order to get the results that you desire. All right, so I guess today was collection day, right? As always, if you have any questions, I will be checking back here for the information that we talked about here. If you have new questions and you'd like for them to be in the Credit Makes Sense segment, definitely send them to the email that I left above for Facebook, below for YouTube, IG, and the other platforms that we post live to. And I will answer them for you. If you happen to have documentation and I need to see this in order to answer the question, it will be shared with everyone else as well, because we as a group, we need to know what's going on. If you wanted to remain anonymous, let me know. Otherwise, I will be like, hey, Cheryl girl, I will say your name. And if you submit any paperwork that you don't want me to show anyone else and I can't answer the question so that everyone understands it, then I will give you the link to schedule a one-on-one consultation, which no, is not free. That's because even though I'm answering personal questions for the individuals that submit them, everyone is learning from them, from those questions. So this is a group learning experience. Gotcha? We are partners, right? All right, I hope to see you guys soon. Hopefully we'll have some more members inside of our Credit on Fire Academy, especially if you're looking for a done with you type of community. This is one of the reasons why I kept the investment super low, because I wanted to create a place, a safe haven for you to learn how to properly light those credit scores on fire. And also, I'm a big advocate as a certified credit counselor and realtor of holistically building up your credit scores. And that means focusing on debt management, paying off. Pretty much, I'm not really rocking with debt that doesn't come from or doesn't produce a passive income of some form. You get what I'm saying? So like the credit card debt and the personal loans and all of that good stuff, I don't really rock with those. I feel that credit should be used to make some wealth creation moves, some legacy building moves, primarily real estate. I'm not a teacher of investing, which is why I have a wealth partner who comes in and teaches that. But in order to find money, for us to even be able to stock trade and invest and forex trade and all of that good stuff, these are courses that we actually have, or live lessons we actually have inside of the academy. We got to find some money in most cases for us to do that. And by having your credit on point and learning how to properly budget and pay yourself first and put yourself in control of your finances, but not only that, knowing that you are worthy of paying yourself first before you pay anybody else, then you're able to save money. And that money can be saved to definitely build up your emergency fund, to definitely start contributing to your 401k. Then after that, you want to start using those funds to start working for you. Compounding interest is a beautiful thing. I thank all of my stock sisters for letting me know or teaching me that Netiva real estate investing is not the only way. You got to start, come on now, stop. Start investing. So thank you, stock sisters. So they come in and they teach you guys all of that good stuff. And that's because I don't want you to just think about the credit score. I want you to think about what you're going to be building and leveraging off of your credit and dope money skills that you'll be learning how to do inside of the academy. So see you guys inside the members club. Chat with you guys soon. And I can't wait to get some more of your questions for the Credit Makes Sense segment. Chat with you soon. Bye-bye.